going on, everybody? It's Jordan the Barber, JTB. We got another video here for you guys. My client right here, his name's Mason. He's a baller. We about to get him fresh. So when he came in through the consultation, he said take it down like last time and do the tapers. So that's exactly what we're doing. I'm being conservative, and I'm gonna go through it right now with a 4. I let my client look in the mirror and see if he liked the length. He said take it down just a tad bit, so we're going through it with a 3 guard right now. I'm cutting his hair with the grain or with a hair pattern, just so we can keep the hairstyle that he's got going on. Usually when I start my tapers, I debulk or create a guideline so I know where to stop at the top. So we're gonna start here by the 0 guideline and we're gonna just blend right up. There's different types of tapers. You can start with the low, mid, or high. I believe this is a good taper for my client. So moving on to the thinning shears to debulk or blend with. It's one of my favorite things to do. I feel like I'm in more control of which hair I'm going to cut and blend. Pay attention to how I use only the corner of the blade for the small details in the cut, and how I switch guards and I'm still using the corner of the blade. Take into consideration what each tool can and cannot do. So one thing I like to do while I'm done with the taper is line it up, and it shows you the imperfections that you need to fix and the details you can get done, and to really get the best taper for your client. As you can see, after lining it up, it's a pretty well put together taper. A little bit more detail towards the end will get it real crispy for our client. So moving on to this side of the taper, I try my best to always match what I did to one side to the other. Actually, in this haircut, I didn't like how it originally came out, so towards the end of the video, I do go through it one more time just to get it to match the other side. And you'll see how it comes out. I think it did very well. I'm just gonna let this play out until we get to the back taper.
This is a Phenix.
Now that we're moving forward with the back taper, I'm going through it with a 3 guard open right now, and then I'll go down with the grain with the 3 guard closed, and it will kind of blend together. For each guideline on the back taper, I'm going to give it about 1 inch to 3/4 of an inch guidelines for each one we set. I'm taking into consideration to how much hair we have and the shape of my client's head. I'm about to attack the bulk of the top with some thinning shears. Again, it does allow me to be in control of how much hair and what hair is being cut. That's why it's one of my favorite things to do to blend. Random thought, what's your guys' take on wearing your gloves? I personally, most of the time, wear one on my left hand just because I have a thing with hair where it does bother me when it's on my hands or I can see it. I usually don't wear one on my right hand just because I like the feel of my clippers or tools, and I don't want to drop them, plain and simple. One of my favorite things when it comes to back tapers is seeing how clean it comes out when you line it up. Just watch how clean this comes out. Since we're in this camera angle, you see the front hairline, how some of that hair hangs over. Well, we're about to take some of that down. So we're going to go through this with a 2-guard close since we went through the top with a 3-guard. This allows you to get a better, sharper lining. So as any lineup, take your time, be precise, and make sure it is as straight as possible. I'm not going to talk through this, so I'm going to let it play out so you guys can really pay attention to what I'm doing.
This is a Phenix.
Now that the front lineup's in place, I'm just going to go through it with the clipper closed and just get any straggly hairs that are out, and also just go through any detailing I need to do. So like I said earlier, I didn't like how this side of the taper came out, so I went back and I went to do some extra detailing to it. Now we're going to work on the razor part. I did apply some shave gel. Be gentle with your client, but also give enough tension so that when you're pulling the skin, that it slides smoothly for your client and gives no irritation. Humbly saying, man, Mace is looking clean. Now that we're all finished, make sure you clean off your client, apply your alcohol and aftershave. I appreciate everybody that's been watching. Show some love, support, like the video, share this to somebody, and leave a comment. Give me some feedback. Thank you again, and stay tuned for more videos like this.